everyone, I'm April and I've got some incredible news for you today. You know that pasta dish that's always at the restaurants and it's really creamy, it's got shrimp and lemon, and it just always has the perfect flavor combination. Well, what if I told you you can make that at your own house in less than 15 minutes? It's going to be a lot cheaper than it would be at the restaurant, and it's very little work. Well, guess what? You can. And the reason you can is because this little tub of magic, it's called Philadelphia Cooking Cream Italian Cheese and Herb Blend. It is going to make your life so much more stress-free. So it's awesome, and I'm really excited to show you this recipe that I've come up with called So Good Greek-Style Pasta. And the first thing we're going to do for this is we're going to get some boiled water. I've got my water boiling now. I'm just going to add some salt in because I want that water to be nice and salty, so it'll add some good flavor to our angel hair. So I'm taking angel hair, but you could use spaghetti or linguine if you wanted, but I really like the texture of angel hair in this. So I am just going to put that in our pot, and then we'll move on to the rest of the ingredients. We're going to cook our pasta for about 5 minutes until it becomes al dente, and then we'll drain it and mix in the rest of our ingredients and our creamy cooking cream. Now that our pasta is cooked and drained, I want to show you the wonderful ingredients that we're going to mix with this cooking cream. And it is going to be so good, and it's going to have so much flavor. Every ingredient I use in this really serves a purpose, and it really packs a flavorful punch. So, the first ingredient we're going to use is half a cup of sun-dried tomatoes, a third of a cup of Kalamata olives, half a cup of crumbled feta cheese, lemon, a pound of deveined and shelled shrimp, and fresh basil. So I'm just giving our sun-dried tomatoes a rough chop. I want them to be small enough to where in almost every bite you're going to get a little piece of that tangy and sweet sun-dried tomatoes. I love these in this. Actually, I love them in anything, but I especially love them in this pasta dish. The next thing is, of course, the Kalamata olives, and I am going to also chop these up. I don't want to bite down on a huge piece of olive, but I like having the little bits of olive in there for that wonderful salty bite that they're going to add. And I actually got this dish from a restaurant I used to work at, and there was a shrimp dish there that was just to die for. It actually wasn't a pasta, but it was an appetizer, and it had the Kalamata olives, it had sun-dried tomatoes, it had basil, and I don't know what else they put in it, but it was so good. I used to just order it all the time after my shift. I was addicted to it, I think, but it's awesome. So that was kind of what inspired me to do this, because I've always tried to recreate it, but I could never get the creaminess like they had until cooking cream. So it's awesome. I'm really excited I don't have to pay a bunch of money for my favorite dish anymore. The next thing, we're going to go ahead and give our basil a chop. I'm actually going to julienne this, and for that I'm just going to put our leaves kind of, as you can see, I'm just going to line them up, and I'll just do a few of them for you now, but I'm going to roll them up almost like a little cocoon. And this is going to make those pretty threads of basil like you see at the restaurants. I love basil. This is really going to add some freshness and some green and color. This is a beautiful dish with the green from the basil and the red from the sun-dried tomatoes, the little almost purple bits from the olives. Wonderful. And that's pretty much all of our chopping that we have to do, other than chop a lemon in half because we're going to get the juice out of it, but that's it. So very, very simple. I'm going to add some salt to our shrimp, and I'm also going to add some freshly ground pepper. And this is the only seasoning I add to this dish, salt and pepper. That's it. That's all it needs because all of our seasoning is already in our cooking cream. So let's go over to the stove and get this thing going. So I've got a big skillet here, and I'm just going to put in about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And I have our beautiful shrimp that I'm going to go ahead and add in also. And remember, I seasoned this with salt and pepper. Now, these only have to cook, for maybe 2 minutes on each side. They're really, really quick cooking. And while they're cooking, I'm going to go ahead and add in our sun-dried tomatoes, and that has some great oil and flavor in it also, so it's going to kind of flavor the shrimp as we go. And I'm also going to add in our Kalamata olives, And if you're unsure about the Kalamata olives, don't be, because it's one of those things. Kalamata olives were actually the first olives that I really began to like. I always thought I hated olives until I tried it in that dish at the restaurant. And I was like, man, I think I love olives. So ever since then, I really started to really enjoy the different types of olives, but Kalamatas were the ones that first got me kind of into liking them. So test them out on your family. I bet that you'll be surprised at how much they actually like them. So I'm just gonna let our shrimp get a little pink on one side, and then I'll kind of toss them over and they can get pink on the other side. See, it already looks absolutely beautiful. I love the red and the color of the olives with the pink shrimp. Can't wait till this is finished. Okay, now we're ready to assemble our dish. Yes, it's that simple, so easy, and you're gonna die when you see the finished product. So I'm just gonna add in our cooked pasta right into our skillet. And that's why I wanted to cook it to al dente, because that way the pasta is going to kind of cook in the cream sauce and get infused with the oils from the sun-dried tomatoes and the shrimp. It's going to be really, really good. And once you get that kind of incorporated in, we get to add in our yummy cooking cream, where the flavor is. Okay? This stuff smells so good. Oh my gosh. I mean, really, I don't have to add any other spices. That's how good this stuff is. It's amazing. Wait till you see it melt into this and make a wonderful, perfect sauce. This yummy stuff, it is going to be awesome. Okay. Just kind of stir it around. It's going to melt with the heat from the pasta and the shrimp that have been cooking. And look at that, you can already see the creaminess of it. And once I get it all incorporated in here, just gonna be coated with this delicious, delicious, delicious Italian herb and cheese blend. Yummy. Take a look at how beautiful that comes together. Oh my gosh, just wonderfully creamy. Okay, for the final touches, I am adding the juice of 1 lemon, which is just going to kind of freshen everything up, brighten the flavors up a little bit, and also kind of loosen that sauce so it'll really be the perfect consistency. It just smells absolutely divine. Okay, the next thing is our basil, which is going to add that great color and also some great flavor, and again, just a fresh touch to this pasta dish. And a little green. And then we've got to have the feta cheese in this. Now, it may sound a little weird to put feta in with kind of the Italian blend, but I'm telling you, it is to die for, and it really goes with the olives and the sun-dried tomatoes, and I love the tanginess of feta. It's just beautiful in this dish. So that is so good Greek style pasta. I mean, that is the dish. That's how simple it was. I can't hardly believe that something that tastes this good, that looks this good, was so quick and easy to make. Now, let me show you how I plate it to where it really looks amazing. Okay, so you know you gotta put it in a beautiful dish, and I just take this straight from the skillet right into our serving dish, and oh my goodness, it looks so good. Okay, now to garnish this, if you're gonna have company and you really wanna make it look impressive, we are going to add the remainder of our basil. I just reserved some of that. Sprinkle that on top, and it just has that beautiful green, and it just looks like it came right out of the restaurant kitchen. Next, I just like to put some thin slices of lemon on the top so they know that there is lemon in there. It just makes it look really, really pretty and light and fresh, and just absolutely a beautiful dish. And it's all thanks to Philly cooking cream. That stuff is awesome. It will change your life. And I know that my friends and family are going to absolutely love this. And they're going to be eating it tonight. So let me get a sneak test before they eat it all. So creamy. And the flavor combination of that cooking cream is just perfect with these ingredients. You've got to try this. So good. Greek style pasta. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy Philadelphia cooking cream.